Monday to the Monday. Well, that's that. That's a wrap. No more Raider Bronco weeks. It's done for the year. Um, Bo Nix is getting comfortable on owning the Raiders. That's like he's kind of getting comfortable with it, and it's just coming easy to him, pretty much owning the team because this is the new start of Bo Nix era. Raiders are going to be one of them teams from here on out that, what I'm saying, that just are not capable of winning the Broncos whatsoever. Um, and as a Bronco fan, man, that's a beautiful thing. And as a Raider hater, it just puts the topping on the cake of where Bo Nix is superior to the Raiders. See, and that's as a Bronco fan, it'll be reality if we get down to it. Being a Raider hater, sometimes we used to say it doesn't matter if we lost every game. Beating the Raiders was the first step of being a real Bronco fan. You know what I'm saying? Beating a Raider, even if we lost every other game, it was a perfect day. How about them Broncos? Now I'll say like this, man. Bo Nix, if you've been watching, bro, like he's just getting more comfortable. Like he had a good game plan to get today, man. And you know, I know a lot of people were talking about that last Bronco and Raider game, but like I said, bro, Sean Payton kind of knew they were not going to put up points and they were not going to be able to put up points because the Raiders don't really have anything that scares you. There's nothing about, and this is not just hating, but there's nothing about the Raiders that actually scare you. Max Crosby don't even scare you when you're actually playing the Raiders, and that's their number one aspect of the team, right? The defense. What up with everybody, man? Congratulations to the Broncos, all my Bronco brothers and sisters, all the homies that went to the game today that painted that stadium orange because there was more Bronco fans at that game. Like there was probably like 56,000 Bronco fans in that stadium and only like maybe a quarter Raider fans. That's crazy, bro. Because I know a lot of people that were talking about how Raider fans come to the stadium deep, right? But when I look at it, homie, that would never happen in Mile High Stadium where they overtake the stadium, bro, and outnumber the Bronco fans in the stadium, bro. That is basically the new house for Broncos country. Orange, man, that orange wave was deep today, bro. Raider fans ain't even going to their games no more, homie. Like that's pretty crazy, homie. How Raider fans just kind of the image is gone. The fools that represent that shit is depressed. Every Raider fan that I know from YouTube, bro. If you watch their content nowadays, they are just sick to their stomach, homie. Sick to their stomach. And a Raider fan that is logical, bro, they knew they were not gonna win this game. I don't even know why they would even think that. Bo Nix is in town, homie. The new sheriff. What up, Ride? What up, A Fizzle? What's good with Broncos country? What up with my homie Mile High? What's cracking with you, bro? A new wave has hit the market, homie. A new sheriff's in the AFC West. And it doesn't look like this is stopping anytime soon. They're basically just starting to get comfortable with everything, homie. Once this whole season, it's been kind of lopsided, but you're seeing glimpses of why this team is gonna make a run in the playoffs, homie. You know what we did today? We solidified the number one seed, right, for the time being. But the only way New England can actually now take this shit from us if they win more games than us. They can't tie us because we on the tiebreaker and they're on a bye week. They might lose next week to the Buffalo Bills, bro. Number one seed coming to Broncos country, man. That's the worst thing you could do. That's the worst thing you could. Oh, damn, bro. That's the worst thing you could have done, man. And every time the Broncos win, the whole NFL narrative gets crumbled. Every game the Broncos win, the NFL loses. Every hater out there that counted this Broncos team out, you lose. Every time the Broncos win, The whole NFL that hates the Broncos loses. I seen on Twitter, bro, all these fan bases crying about Broncos country. All these fan bases really don't want the Broncos to succeed, Broncos country. And I'm not delusional, bro. I read this shit on X, homie, and these fans are crying about Broncos country on X, homie, being over cocky, being on the Super Bowl. It's like now you fools want to cry when all you guys did for the last 9 years was bash the Broncos and be unsufferable. What up, Big Ghost? That's all you guys ever did the last 9 years, homie. Always just hating on the Broncos, and now the Broncos got the fire, and people just can't take this shit. And I'm loving every bit because every Bronco hater right now, bro, we know they're bitter beer face. Every Bronco hater out there, we know that they're not living good right now. It's like the fool last night at the zoo. In all reality, bro, that fool left the zoo embarrassed, bro. Like real shit. Everybody was just on that fool's helmet, like, fuck the Raiders, homie, fuck this dude. And I'm saying that you didn't have to go that far, but after all the trash, even after that fool's little, having the flame lit or whatever, he gets up, he has to watch it. He's in Denver, homie. All the Denver grown Raider fans, they're out here seeing Denver turn up for the Mile High City, the ones that are loyal to the soil. The ones that are Colorado babies, homie, the real Colorado babies that rep the soil, not none of these fools that literally represent other teams. Come on, bro. That's why it's a beneficial to be loyal to your soil. It's a beneficial to represent the home team because when we get it cracking, we now the whole city can just erupt. Homie, if we win a championship, we gonna be out here celebrating while the fools that are from here that represent other teams, they gotta watch this shit. It's every day now. It's presented in their face. This playoff run, y'all, they gotta watch this shit. In all Broncos country, we turning up while these fools are bitter beer face on the outside. At that point, when it comes to sports, we gotta consider these dudes the other side fools, the out of towners, bro. They out of towners to us. We get to actually indulge in the fruits of the labor, homie. While these fools are on the outside looking in, mad as hell because their teams don't live up ever to being successful. That's just the reality, bro. And it's no hating, but I just never fathomed how you could be from almighty Denver, Colorado, homie, and have championship teams out here, and you want to represent everything else but Denver sports. And I got homies that do it, and I don't know, I can't fathom it because they're always just depressed. Instead of just being logical, homie, and being like, hey, I'm gonna ride with the home team because it's the right thing to do. These fools all want to ride with these fools over here and these fools over here for the stupidest reasons, too, bro. For the dumbest reasons ever, homie. Because of the colors. Shut the hell up, bro. Your colors represent nothing but depression and failment. Your colors represent nothing but 30 plus, 40 plus years of being NFL trash. That's what your colors represent. And to a Bronco fan that been watching Super Bowl since I was young, there's nothing enticing about that shit, being a loser. These fools want to be losers because they have statements. They over here trying to validate who they really are, homie. And trying to hold this identity crisis, bro. It's an identity crisis, real shit. Just to represent this shit called the Rasa, bro. Let's go Raiders Nation. Let's go Kansas City Chiefs. Let's go Chargers. All these teams are some bozos, homie. We got teams in our division that ain't want shit for years, homie, talking about what they do. While Broncos country been doing this shit for ages, bruh. We got freaking Charger fans that will never see a ring in their fucking life. They ain't never gonna see no ring. They ain't never gonna be prosperous. They're gonna be ringless till all them fools pass away. The Raider fans, homie, like this is the thing is, bro, 83, and you think we should respect your shit? You don't even have a home field advantage no more, bruh. I used to respect, this is the thing, I used to respect the Black Hole because it was rowdy. You don't even got that shit no more. That actually, we own your stadium. We own you. Bo Nix owns that team since he's been in the league these last 2 years. He's been running through your team, bro. And now he owns you. He got your soul. You can't even win this dude. Like, he just does it at free. You see that fool smiling? He over here smiling, doing that shit at ease, bro. So we own everything about the Raiders at this point right now. And the Chiefs, I got to get on these boys because they were the recent success. But let's not take it that y'all went 50 plus years at being NFL trash and nobody ever took you fools as real. And you got Patrick Mahomes and lucked out. And now that shit's running out. The fire's running out. You can't do nothing about it. And now Broncos country turned to the top. And we supposed to respect your little measly dynasty in the softest era of football, homie. I don't give about none of that shit. I know other fans are gonna be like, oh, that's hating. I don't care about none of that shit because if you're my age and you've been watching this sport since 1989, you know that the Queefs ain't been shit my whole time, my whole era. The Queefs ain't been nothing. They been booty cheeks my whole life. 50 plus years when Broncos was running through their stadium to go to Super Bowls. The Chiefs been booty cheeks my whole life, bro. Straight ass. And you think I'm gonna respect a measly 1% of they fan base that only seen 1% in their whole life be good? Nah, bro. Try to do that shit over errors and then talk your shit to me. Talk your shit to Savage Seven, real Broncos country and almighty Broncos country, because we don't give a care about none of that shit. It's the softest era in football history. Y'all want championships in the softest era, bro. This era's not it's not impressive to win championships in this era. You guys should have did that shit when real football was being played. But you know why you couldn't? Because the thing about it is, bro, you fools, it's not in your DNA to be champions, bro. Really. You had to wait till there was rules changed for your team, bro. You never won a championship when real football was being played. All you did was be trash and be an example of what it is to be a failment in the NFL because you couldn't live up to them real expectation of real football. So that's what it is. And you think I gotta respect that? As Savage said, I'm gonna respect none of that shit. I could care less. I've been watching my team since I was a little kid win championships. Every era compete for some playoff runs. Every era compete for a Super Bowl run. Every era, and we turn the tide so quick, you guys don't even know what to do. And every fan is crying about Broncos country turning up. Get the hell out of here. You better hope we don't win another Super Bowl while I'm on this platform of YouTube. Bro, y'all gonna be so sick because what y'all did was y'all got so annoying with this shit. And y'all got so measly disrespectful of Broncos country. We couldn't even lose and be humble losers. We couldn't even say y'all were good because every time y'all had to remind us, y'all had to kick us when we were down. And the real Bronco fans took that shit in stride because it comes with the territory. Real Bronco fans still would just say, you know the logo, it's Broncos country, homie. Win, lose, or draw. That's what it was, right? Y'all came together, homie. That's the band of brothers in you fools. Y'all had to click up. In gangbanging terms, y'all had to click up to come against the set, homie. Y'all had to click up. I seen AFC West division foes riding on the Broncos together, Raider fans and Charger fans coming together, kumbaya on because Broncos had the whole division in an uproar, bro. You can't do it no more, though. You can't do it no more, though, to be honest. There's nothing you could do about it but watch greatness. There's nothing you could do about it but be bitter face on the outside looking in, bro. Because to be real with you, Queefs might not even make the playoffs. The Raiders are just bottom of the barrel. They don't even have no hope, homie. They don't have a quarterback in mind. They're gonna trick off draft picks like they were. What up with it, Mo? What's good with you, Brody? And the Chargers, what? Justin Herbert gonna go out and leave the face of the earth being ringless like they always been. Now let me get on to these other dudes because I've been seeing a lot of fools just focus in on too. You know when you got teams nervous because you got fan bases all across the board talking about Broncos country, homie. You Pat fans, homie, the Patriots, the ones we own. I don't even want to hear that shit, bro. Because if we owned you when Tom Brady was in the house, homie, if we owned you when Tom Brady was in the crib, bro, Drake May don't put fear in us, bro. Our defense will massacre this little boy. He a little boy to us. He don't have no playoff experience. He done beat bottom teams this whole year. Drake May, I'm talking to all Patriots fans because y'all been coming at Bo Nix the last 2 weeks, and I've been keeping shut up. I cussed up a little bit. But I seen some shit, bro. You so nervous about Bo Nix and facing us in the playoffs. You should be because we done owned you fools in all your greatest eras. John Elway never lost to the Patriots once in his whole NFL career, bro. He went 16-0 versus your measly ass franchise, homie. And even when you had Tom Brady, the GOAT of all football, Broncos country slapped that fool so much, we made that fool a bitch, homie. Our defense rattled that fool in both of the AFC championships, and your boy Drake May don't have enough experience. He's wet on the feet. That fool's wet. He's soft in them pockets, homie. We'll massacre that dude. And don't let us get to the number one seed. You better hope that shit, because we gonna slap that fool up like we did Tom Brady all them years, bro. And it was not just with great quarterbacks. It's just that we own the Patriots. You understand that? There's nothing you can do. It's inevitable. You won't win us in Mile High, homie. The best bet you can do is to have us travel to your Boston, bro, Massachusetts. That's the best, only way you're going to be able to beat Broncos country because you're not coming to Denver being us. If you couldn't beat Jake Plummer in the playoff game and Tom Brady couldn't beat Jake Plummer in the playoff game, you think Drake May gonna come out here, homie, and you think I gonna have any lasting situations? No, homie. That's just how it goes. There's franchises that Broncos just own, and that's the bottom line about it. That's the bottom line about it. We ain't scared of nobody in the whole NFL, bro. We're not scared of the Patriots. Who the hell's the Patriots? You think we give a about the Patriots? We're battle prone, homie. You understand Broncos? Because you could talk about how we win games, but we're battle prone. We're battle prone. We don't lose. We don't lose, homie. Close games. And today just showed you, homie, like you could talk shit about how the Raiders and this, but you fools don't take anything into consideration, homie. You don't take anything into consideration. Last game we played against the Raiders, it's a divisional foe, homie. We know each other, right? Raiders were going to give us a solid run. Regardless, it's a divisional foe. We played in a storm last time, a windstorm. You can't just throw the ball in a windstorm. But logical fans don't understand that shit because they're so about these fantasy football stats that they misinterpret and throw a blind eye to that shit. We didn't even have to score much to win the Raiders in the last game because Sean Payton's a genius, homie. Sean Payton's a genius. He'll literally dummy down his whole game plan and beat you at the end of the game. He don't have to do too much to beat the Raiders, so he knew that shit. He didn't have to go and expose these dudes and do a massacre because he knew they couldn't put up points against this defense. And he won you in the end, so regardless, a win's a win. I don't care about fantasy or none of that shit. Forget stats, forget all that shit. It's about winning in this league, homie. In the 90s, it would be dogfights. That's the difference between the 90s and this era. This era, everybody wants to see a blowout. I'm an old school fan. I could care less about a blowout. Because in the end, we blew everybody out in 2013, had the best statistic offense in the whole NFL for history, bro. Peyton Manning, 55 touchdowns, 5,000 yards, homie. Literally devour every team. You know what happened in the Super Bowl? He got massacred and slapped up by the Seattle Seahawks. That's what happened. Because at the end of the day, homie, it's about knowing how to win them games and battling in the trenches. That's the reality, bro. Fools be crying about how we're winning games, but what's your team's doing? Don't cry when we got a better record than you. Don't cry when we got a winning streak. Don't cry when we're running the AFC West. Don't cry about that shit. Don't try to tell us how to win games because your record's worse than ours and you might not even make the playoffs. I don't want to hear that from outside fools. If you're not in this tournament, don't talk to us about how we're winning games because we're winning games and obviously we're on top of the whole NFL, not just the AFC. We're on top of the whole NFL, homie. You can't talk to the top dogs when you sitting outside of these playoff runs trying to tell us how to win games. Obviously, you don't even know how to win games. Obviously, your ass is outside of the playoffs. So don't talk to us. Know your place, put on the muzzle, and watch greatness compete in this playoff shit, bro. I be hearing all these fools trying to still biasly hate because they were wrong about Bo Nix. You want to know why fools still hate? Because from the get-go, they didn't like Bo Nix. To all my Bronco fans out there, Bronco brothers, Bronco sisters, you know why they still hate on us, homie? Because they were wrong about this whole situation and they just can't man up and say, we were wrong. So they try to nitpick everything. Everything, but I'm not, and I'm not the one that stands for that shit, bro. Because I'm gonna spit some facts at your ass, homie, and make you fucking look foolish. They don't even actually have the same arguments for these teams that lose. Fools are giving these teams that lose moral victories, bro. They're getting more respect for losing close games, and Broncos are winning close games, and they're still getting disrespected. That's hypocritical as hell. But at the end of the day, we got one of the better defenses in the league. Bo Nix don't give a care about who you are. He don't care about your lead. He don't care if you're up by 3 possessions in the fourth. That's how we're built. We're built different. We're a different breed, partners. To all the haters, we're different than you fools. You may not understand it, but it's not for everybody to understand. You may not see it. It's not for everybody to see. But you will be victimized when it comes down to it. And you will be, and I'm saying victimized, bro. Because my defense victimizes shit, bro. We go with that. We don't have the most sacks in the league if we're not victimizing shit. We're literally terrorizing fools' offensive lines. We're literally terrorizing, so we're victimized. And it ain't just just some pansy ass ball, bro. We're literally victimizers. We victimize your team, we'll victimize the next team. Green Bay, you're next on the list, bro. No hard feelings to Green Bay. I know you got your run, but we're not scared of you. You got to come out here too. You got to come to the Mile High where we don't lose. Yeah, it might be a dogfight. It might be a dogfight, but this is the difference. We know that what's at stake now. We got the number one seed, bro. We know what's at stake. We know what we have to do to solidify. We got to go into these playoffs with the number one seed. We're not going into these things thinking we're going to lose. You hear Sean Payne? I hate losing more than I love winning. He don't like losing. So you think we're going to go into this game plan losing? And it doesn't matter how we win. It doesn't matter if we win close, as long as we win. As long as at the end of that clock, it runs down, it says 0 and we got the lead. That's all that matters. You can't do nothing about that shit, bro. It's slipping from people's hands. And this shit turned overnight, Broncos country. My Bronco brothers and sisters, I'm talking to you directly. It turned overnight in a matter of 2 years, bro. Broncos are on top of the AFC. And I told all you dudes, I told everybody out there, homie, when fools were saying I was fucking biased. Fools were trying to argue me. Other Bronco fans was trying to argue with me. And I'm telling you, love the process. Stop being impatient. Stop acting like you know more than the freaking coaches, bro. And you got Bronco fans doing that shit, homie. That's why, like, you don't really, I mean, I'm not going to say you don't deserve, but you fools was totally wrong. You fools was crying about how Broncos country was winning, bro, instead of being more happy that your team was winning. You guys were crying about how we were winning and saying it was not enough instead of just being happy for the team. We literally are winning. And now you guys don't have nothing to say. And now y'all acting like y'all, man, this whole city, I promise you, bro, this whole city acting like they wilding and they wilding for the Broncos, bro. I see it every day now. I see fools coming out the woodwork. I see fools acting like they the biggest Bronco fans out there when 3 weeks ago they were talking about Bo Nix and how he barely won a game. Instead of saying we won the game, and now everybody is turned up, and that's cool. The city's live, homie. I'm not mad about that shit. I'm not mad about that shit at all. I'm not mad about that shit, but I'll tell you this, homie. There's not a team on the schedule that I look at, homie, and the Broncos can't win any given day. And we're battle prone more than 80% of the fucking league. So that we're going to find a way to win. And it's never going to be a cakewalk. That's the difference between the last couple of years. We never even knew how to win at all. Go look at the records of every season. We never knew how to win games. You get us in a situation where it's a close game, homie, we're losing that shit because we didn't know how to win. And now we win everything. And now we turned up with a winning streak going from the start of the season. And you know what's messed up about the Patriots, bro, is that they lost to the Raiders. That's the messed up part is that them Gatria boys, bro, they lost to the Raiders. The team that nobody's losing to, these Gatria boys done lost to the Raiders. And we supposed to respect the Gatriots and put them on top of everything? When they lost to the Raiders, bro, that lose to everybody, I don't respect that shit. And that's gonna be the shit that cost them. That's gonna be the reason why they don't get the number one seed. Because they lost to the Raiders at the beginning of the year. They didn't manage to win freaking Geno Smith. If you lost to Geno Smith, bro, you need to turn in. You ain't Bill. You kind of suspect if you lose to Geno Smith. Imagine being the team that gave the Raiders their couple wins this year. And you know what team that was? That was the Gatriots, homies. That was the Gatriots. That was them fools that everybody's now saying is the new dynasty. How the hell you a new dynasty when you ain't even won one playoff game? You ain't even been in a playoff game. How are you a new dynasty? I want to know that shit. I want to know that shit. You the new dynasty. Grand, these fools, all these media fools sucking up Drake May. Who the hell has he beat? Who the hell has he beat this year? Name all the fools that he's beat, the teams he's beat. Nobodies, below average, below 500s. That's the teams he's beat. And they're not even impressive wins like that, bro. They're not battle-prone wins. What up with it? What up? Hate close games, but good teams always find a way, man. I like the wins, man. I don't care if it's close, far, because I'm not a stat person, bro. I could care less about any of that, man. Bo is playing way better. Hell yeah. He's a learner. He's a fool that learns. The only one that has a chance is the Pats. They better do what they ought. They better do what they have to because they're gonna get that shit taken. They gonna get that shit taken, homie. If they lose to the Bills, they getting that shit taken all the way. We already own it. We already taking it right now, man. What's up with it? Let's go Broncos. Let's do it. You know what it is. They won't beat us. And hell nah. I mean, that's in Gillette, that's basically the only chance they have, Marauder. They better hope they don't have to travel out here because we technically just we own them foods. That's a kick toy to us. Hey, we got the number 2 overall. Hell yeah. Utilize it to get a quarterback, Marauder. What they go say now. 1 seed and it wasn't close. Yeah, bro. They just got sweep the Raiders 2 years in a row. Bo Nix owns them dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Hey, let's go, my homie. You know what I'm saying? And the real era Chiefs were doormats. Hell yeah, because they were just booty cheeks, bro. They were booty cheeks. There's nothing about the Chiefs that ever was impressive, homie. Uh, Refs still suck. Hell yeah, they do, honestly, bro. They still be sucking. But we find our way, even when we're battling the refs, Broncos country finds a way to win, my partners. That's what makes us special because we're beating the refs also. We're beating the refs also, homie. We going to war with the whole squad. It's us versus the world, homie. I got a mentality right now. It's us versus the world. I don't need no favors from nobody. I don't want to kumbaya with anybody's fan bases. I don't want love. I don't want you to give me, even when you see me doing good, bro, don't congratulate me at all. Y'all keep the same energy. Because obviously now you have to, like, there's nothing you could really do about that shit. But I don't want your praise, honestly. I don't want nobody's praise. If you weren't riding with this squad, bro, and you doubted us the whole time, I don't want your praise. I don't want you to suck me up. I don't want you to put, you know what I'm saying, that shit in your mouth and let the balls hit your chin or none of that shit, bro. I want you to stay on the outside looking in and watch what a real team does. Watch what a real franchise do. I don't want you to start sucking us up. That's why I tell Bronco fans, homie, I don't care about fools changing their tune and their narrative. All the Bronco fans out there that do this content shit, homie, y'all need to stop begging and crying for the media to give us some respect. We don't need their respect, homie. We just take respect. We don't need nobody to show us love, homie. It works better in our favor. You got a lot of Bronco content creators that are like, I'm so sick of the media. They're not giving us no respect. Fuck that shit, bro. Well, I'm not crying for their respect because every week actions speak louder than words to me, and we're making fools respect us. When you got Nick Wright shutting up, you got Nick Wright just shutting his trap, the most biggest Bronco hater out there, and he can't say shit right now. That's how you take fools respect, not having handouts of respect. I don't need them fools to suck us up. At the end of the day, I just want to see them fools mount. I want to see them fools crumble because Broncos country's climbing to the top. I want to see Nick Wright have to sit his ass down there, homie, with a bitter beer face, looking stupid on a Monday morning, and literally just eating everything he said about this team because he's the most biased person in the media. Everything he said, it's just slapping him in the face left and right, bro. Every week. He now can't even say that. He and his team is booty, homie. His team might not even make the playoffs. And he literally went on the air. This is how lame this dude is. He went on the air, and because the Broncos want him, he's like, bro, I don't even know how to live like this. I don't even know how to live seeing how I can make the playoffs. Like, he's taking this shit bad. He's taking this shit extremely bad. And I love that shit because we didn't need that fool to show us favors. I don't want that fool to ever say the Broncos are good, bro, technically. I just want to win a Super Bowl on his face and have that fool just leave the show and know this fool in his space of mind, bro, where he's at his house, he's depressed because Broncos are holding up a trophy in his face. And it's coming. Oh, it's coming, people. You think I'm playing? I done predicted a lot of times that Broncos were going to be in the Super Bowl, and I done predicted the Broncos when they would have a time frame of winning another championship, and I could feel that wholeheartedly, bro. And I've never been wrong in that aspect. I've been wrong about other things with different things, but at the same time, bro, there was a lot of holes that you looked into teams and you say, hey, bro, there's a hole that could keep us back. There's not really a hole on this team. And if you say the offense, bro, smack yourself. If you say our offense is a hole and you don't see the miraculous comeback king Bo Nix in the fourth quarter, just disrespecting every team, going down your team's neck, and you don't respect that shit, it doesn't matter what he did the first three quarters. It matters what you do at the end of the game. That's where you win. You got to get clutch on these fools. And if you don't see that and see that miraculous fucking 19-point shreds where he dominates threes being up 3 possessions on us and he comes back, puts up 30 plus in the fourth quarter, and you don't respect that shit, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know about football. You can win a 3-quarter game, bro, and then lose at the end, and nobody's going to remember that 3 quarters. All they're going to do is talk about how you lost the game. So that's just the real truth. You know, all these fools that pat statty and watch these stats, homie, and all they care about is stats. Y'all got delusional by that stat shit, bro. It's not just about stats. It's a whole team effort. If the offense is not playing, the defense is going to hold it down. If the defense is not holding down, your offense is going to hold it down. That's what a band of brothers is. You pick up the other part of the team. A band of brothers, my homies. And we got a band of brothers because they play for each other. Broncos are number one seed every time we win because Mass lost to guard. Hell yeah. We tie it up. They got the same record at us. We just take it from them. We did ourselves such a favor today because really we're tied up. And from here on out, we could never be behind unless we literally lose a couple of these games and they just take it. So Broncos country right now has the driver's seat for that number one seed. If you give us the number one seed in the playoffs, this is what I'm going to tell everybody. You have people have to come out to Denver. It doesn't matter about Dan. Look at Danny Dimes is done, right? Who else scares you in this AFC? What? The only team I see that really like actually be like, damn, we got to real, and you got to do it in the playoffs. Definitely, it's a different aspect of game. But the reason why I say the Texans, to be truthful, is because their defense is phenomenal, homie. Their defense is one of them aggressive ass defenses, going to get at the quarterback. That's the team that I look and be like, bro, like that will be an uphill battle. But I'm not scared of Herbert at home. I'm not scared of Danny Dimes when he was doing his thing. I'm not scared of Drake May. I'm not scared of anybody that's in the playoffs at this moment because the Broncos got a defense that's gonna slow down a lot of people. This defensive line alone, it will slow down a lot of people's teams. And if you're close to us in these games, at Mile High in a playoff game, bro, with this crowd going crazy and electrifying a Mile High Magic, bro, there's not a big chance you're going to win in the playoffs against the Broncos. I'm sorry to tell you that. Sorry to break all you haters. I'm sorry to break all the haters' bubble and burst your bubbles. I'm sorry even if it was Ravens and all that shit, bro, they don't even look scary to me. Kansas City definitely don't look scary to me. I'm not tripping off them fools. Like I said, the only team that really I look at and I'm like, damn, bro, if we slip up, it's the Texans because their defense. Who else? Y'all name a team in the AFC that scares you. What? Who else? I don't know nobody else. Aaron Rodgers don't scare me. The Steelers don't scare me. The Chargers don't scare me because they got so many holes. You don't know what you're gonna get with them fools. They all they know is they literally give up 27-0 leads. Nobody in the current playoffs scare me. Nobody, not the Jags either, bro. Putting these Jags, bro. You don't know what you're getting with them dudes. Hell no, they ain't coming to Denver too. You got this shit twisted, bro. Are you scared of Jordan Love? Not. Am I scared of Jordan Love? What? What kind of question is that? Am I scared of Jordan Love? No, bro. Now, I know he's on fire, but if we play down and we strap that shit down, hey, I'm not scared of, I'm sorry to say you the homie and all. I'm definitely not scared of Jordan Love. No, I'm not scared of anybody. There's nobody in this league right now that scares me as a Bronco fan, Marada. Nobody. Because we got everything in the pot and it's just coming together today, bro. You seen Bo Nix at times where he looked comfortable. You seen him, and now we got Humphrey. We got Humphrey back too, bro. Bo Nix's comfort blanket, bro. What? Man. Y'all understand, bro? Y'all understand what I'm saying, bro. I'm not an everyday. Um, the Bills are the only team I'd be. What? You're nervous? Why would you be nervous, bro? Because they got experience, okay, but they ain't holding no. They don't have like. What do they have that's really spectacular? Josh Allen, bro. But I have half of the time, bro. Like he literally doesn't look like Josh Allen. He don't look like Josh Allen, my homie Funds. No, no. Maybe the other previous Josh Allens, but he don't have that fear factor, mom. He's barely making the playoffs this year. He went from being a juggernaut to almost like fighting for his playoff spot because he's not the same old Bills. And it's gonna be sad because Patrick Mahomes is not even in the playoffs to stop this dude, and he might not even make it in the playoffs. He might not even be there when the playoffs start. They almost lost today. They almost got slapped up. They were literally getting manhandled majority of that game. So nah, I'm not worried about Bills either. Like I said, the only team I look that can go toe to toe with us in the defense side is the Texans. They got a ferocious defense, and no disrespect to them organizations and this, but Broncos country got me on a whole different level. When they were trying to say, see, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. If we're gonna use the logic of Peyton Manning, when fools were saying this, people were telling me this in 2015, his whole era of Bronco football, when Peyton Manning was a Bronco quarterback, they were trying to tell me every game the Broncos were losing in the playoffs. They were trying to tell me that Peyton Manning was not never gonna get a Super Bowl with the Broncos. And I try to tell them, watch this shit. Watch how this shit does unfold. I said, before Peyton Manning retires, he's going to get him a ring. Every game that we went into that 2015 season and every playoff game, 2015, my homies, they tried to not give us a chance. They didn't give us a chance against the Steelers. We're at home and we're the underdogs. They didn't give a chance with the Patriots. We're at home and we're the underdogs. And then you're going to try to say that Cam Newton was going to get us in a Super Bowl? Try to say Cam Newton was going to terrorize the no-fly zone. Better put some respect on that shit, homie. And you seen what we did. So when I tell you like this, the feeling that I got, homie, is like, yeah, if you slip up in this shit called the NFL, right? And you don't play your game, you could slip up to any team, any given Sunday. But if Broncos play their game and the way we're built, you know how the Broncos are built right now? We're built to slow down your offense. We're built to take you to the wire in any condition. And if you're in hands reach, you're not going to win that game. So basically all these teams would have to blow us out. Basically the Bills would have to come and just wreck us. They would have to wreck us in a playoff game. They better not be close in a playoff game because they're not battle prone like the Broncos. We win every close game. Go look at the record. That's why I'm saying I'm not worried about anybody. Because if you're not gonna destroy us, there's a chance the Broncos are gonna clip you in the end. That's how this defense is. That's the mile high magic aspect. We will break the curse of not winning at mile high. I mean, that's a tall task. You better hope that, and this is not no disrespect. You better hope your boy just comes and massacre. Because if you're in hands reach, bro, I'm sorry, that mile high magic's gonna suffocate you. It's gonna eat you alive. Your boy, Jordan Love, he's gonna get hit with a freight train, man. And at the end, if you're not up by 2 possessions and you're just not controlling the game, there's a big chance you might not walk out of mile high with a victory, and you'll still make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But you have to come and you literally have to come to the 5280, the altitude, bro. You got altitude problem. People always crying about altitude sickness. That boy Jordan Love, I don't even think he ever played out here in the altitude. Is he built for the altitude? I know players that come out here and they have to get surgery on their spleens because that altitude is really a force. And like I said, man, if the greats like your boy Aaron Rodgers couldn't, and he was having a fantastic, bro, and that no-fly zone just ate his ass alive. I mean, I think last time too. Didn't know. Oh yeah, yeah. Jordan Love played last time. He lost to a bad Bronco team. You remember that unknown? You remember that, Marada? You remember that Jordan Love came out here and they lost already to a bad Bronco team 2 years ago. Homie, don't mind me, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an everyday Bronco fan. I'm gonna hold this shit with the armor, homie, and I'm gonna go all out and tell you like this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to look at ifs. I just know if the Broncos play their game and they eat the way they're supposed to, they're gonna win these games. It's not about for me, bro. It's not, it's not about stats and all that shit, my homies. It's just about winning. Because if I was about stats, homie, in 97, there was times that the Broncos didn't even look like they were gonna get to the playoffs. There was times in 97, bro, that it just looked terrible. And if I was a stat person and I was worried about that shit, I would have actually lost faith because there was a stretch, bro, that we had to literally hold a wild card. We had to go on the road to win our championship. So I learned a big lesson, bro, that if I look into how everybody's doing, and there was a time that John Elway, even in that season, was not doing too good in 97. Fools almost gave up on this Broncos team in 97. Like the noise of the media and a lot of fools, they were like, can the Broncos even win a Super Bowl? Because there was a time where the Broncos had like a little losing streak, bro, and they got blown out on Monday night against the Miami Dolphins, and Kansas City wrecked them dudes, and Steelers wrecked us. There was a time when fools didn't even think the Broncos were going to get in the playoffs that year because John Elway was not playing up to par. And I seen what happened, man, in that playoff run. There was a time in the 2015, man, we almost lost our playoff spot because Peyton Manning was awful. If we went off of that and said Peyton Manning, bro, Peyton Manning's not doing good, there's no chance, bro. Fools would have lost that faith, man. And I seen what this team did in them years because it definitely was all about the band of brothers aspect. When one side of the ball ain't running, the other part of the ball is getting lifted up by the other side of the team. That's what a band of brothers is, my homies. And that's the difference between Broncos country and a lot of these teams. These players are fighting for Bo Nix. Defense is fighting for Bo Nix. The offensive line is fighting for Bo Nix. His receivers, because they see what they got in him. They see the potential in Bo Nix. They don't like even the media to disrespect. And they're firing too. Like, hey, bro, you're talking about the homie like that. You're talking about my quarterback like that. How you fools disrespecting my quarterback? Nah, we ain't going to allow you to just roller coaster the homie. We're going to come in tripping too. We tripping on all cylinders. We tripping with Bo Nix. And I'm talking like this, bro, because I've been listening to a lot of just disrespect, homie. And I literally just find it funny how Sean Payton and Bo Nix shut up everybody's narrative. I've been hearing a lot of disrespectful shit out there, bro. I've been hearing so much disrespect since Bo Nix got out here. And listening to all this shit, I'm like, bro, when does this shit come true that what you guys are saying? And now, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, if I was talking shit when the Broncos were bad, you gave me fire. The Broncos gave me fire. They got me fired up. So you ain't going to hear the end of this shit. I'm going to remind you every time the Broncos make you slip up on your narratives. That's why Mile High View out there. Where are you, little buddy? All you fools that hate it, man. That's why I always bring them fools up because I'm not going to let that shit rest. Them fools disrespected in the name of the Broncos and then went out and disrespecting the Broncos. You use the Broncos logo to clickbait fools and disrespect the Broncos, and now you fools disappeared. Where are you? Because every narrative that you pulled out, you ain't even here to answer the call. You fools are running. You fools are under the rock. Y'all went under the rock hiding. Y'all are under the rock nervous about what Bo Nix is doing to you fools. They crumbled their whole YouTube channel. You want to know what's crazy, bro? Them fools literally are off of YouTube. How did Bo Nix just crumble these fools' narratives? How did Sean Payton just crumble these narratives and they just literally stopped their whole YouTube life? No more YouTube for these dudes. or under the rock. They are, my bro. They because for a whole 5 years when the Broncos was bad, my dude, they had footage and content every week. They're saying they're Bronco fans and they're bashing the Broncos because they just didn't like John Elway as a GM. So every week they bashed the Broncos under the Broncos logo, acted like they were Bronco fans, but everything was just everything was just hatred. And they did this shit all the way up to last year after Bo Nix got drafted and then the Broncos started winning games. And then they said, we were going to retire for 5 years. We were already had this in plan. So you mean to tell me for a whole 5 years, you never indicated that you were going to retire your YouTube channel? And you did it every week for 5 years straight, just bashing the Broncos when the Broncos were down and out. But when the Broncos start winning games, now you fools want to say you're retiring. And then you put my name in your videos to get clicks and views. You put my whole face and did a reaction video on me calling you dudes out. And I told you fools like this. This is how I know you didn't believe any of your narratives and arguments, because I said, if the Broncos have a winning record, let's bet your YouTube channel. And them fools didn't want to bet their YouTube channel because they were scared. They didn't even believe in what they were saying. But as soon as Bo Nix, now they retiring, bro, I call that cowardness. I call that shit cowardness, bro. They're cowards for that shit. And they didn't even have man enough. They didn't have the balls enough to say, hey, we were in the wrong. Now we're giving the Broncos credit. They just disappeared, bro. They disappeared off the face of the earth, and you can't find these dudes no more. And that's why the homie Corey that comes in here, he tries to keep that flame because he comes from their little thing. And I see that fool always talking and spamming. But look at Lil Corey, man. I don't even see him in here now. Is Corey wavering too? Because Corey's the biggest Bronco hater on this platform, bro. He always talking about the Broncos in the last couple weeks. He been going ghost. Like, we don't see Corey. Corey, where are you, buddy? Corey. He spams my shit every time and talks crazy, but where's Corey been? He's an MIA, my homies. Somebody put out a missing report on Corey. Where's all the KC fans, man? Where's all my homie like Tony, man? Where you been, Tony? You was giving me a lot of shit when the Queefs was winning championships, bro. I don't see you around. I don't see the Queef fans no more that be hating. Where the Charger fans that's been hating the last couple years, 3 years? I don't see them fools nowhere, man. They're not even in the comments nowhere. They done answer. That's why like for a minute there, bro, I see my sub count go down. Because Bo Nix came in and these fools started unsubscribing Savage Sev. These fools started unsubscribing Savage Sev, bro. They took their subscription away. They only used it when the Broncos were actually not good. And then they literally went under a rock. Damn. That's not a way to go out. He's in his little hole in Utah, bro. Yeah. I would have had way more respect if these fools just kept it real and said, hey, we were in the wrong, man. And continue YouTube, bro. But you let Bo Nix just destroy your whole YouTube channel? I can't respect that. I can't respect that, my homies. Nah, hell nah. I gotta call that shit out. And I'm a forever call it out. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe I'll lose my account or something, or maybe my shit will get hacked and I can't upload no more. Man, because if the Broncos win the championship, well, I've been waiting. Will you only get one shot? Do not miss your chance to blow the opportunity. I've been waiting the one chance for the Broncos to just back up what I say about them. The whole time I've been on YouTube since 2015, they won that championship, and you know what I'm saying. And I've been here ever since. And I said, hey. The way I retire, bro, the way I go out of YouTube is the Broncos, when I'm on this platform and the Broncos win a championship. That might be the retirement for Savage Sev. That might be the end of my YouTube channel, homies. That might be the retirement for Savage Sev, being on here with all them crazy years, bro, of hating and have these division foes hating on the Broncos and
coming together on these YouTube platforms, disrespecting Russell Wilson and Trevor Siemian and Brock Osweiler's and Case Keenums and Joe Flacco's and all these fools, Rippins and all these quarterbacks we have, man. And these fools talking just crazy, kicking the Savage said when he was down, because I was the one holding it down on this trash talk circle. I was the one at the AFC Thunderdomes, homie, have to lick my wounds, bro. And they didn't take no pity on your boy Savage said, man. Them fools was kicking me when I was down, but I was still getting back up. Like, who wants to bet? Who wants to bet let's crush a pie in our face. Whoever loses, let's crush the pie in the face for the public to see. Because I still got love for Broncos country. I'm gonna do it on just being a loyal fan, knowing damn well I knew the Broncos were not gonna actually win them games. You would have to be like a delusional fan and half of them bets that I did over them years, bro, to think that the Broncos even had a chance. There was nothing going for it. I just did it off of let's get it popping because it's Broncos country. I mean, yeah, bro, there's a lot of teams that thought that. Big unknown. There's a lot of teams, man. You should have heard how the Cowboy fans were talking. They was talking reckless. The Cowboy fans thought that it was, yeah, they that's what they were saying. Yeah, we're gonna beat you. We have a good feeling about this. And not only that, the Cowboys at that time of the season was the best offense in the NFL. They were just blowing fools out with these points. And they tried to speak life into their self. They were like, we're gonna win, bro. You know what happened in that game? They got destroyed. The Queefer fans, they swore they were gonna win. These Queefer fans was like, bro, yeah, homie, Patrick Mahomes, Bo Nix, we got this. They really talked their self up to winning. That didn't work out too well for them dudes. The Eagles fans, oh, they were the worst. Eagles fans are the worst. They told me not to even come out for any trash talk. They told us Broncos not to even show up to the game. We got Eagle fans saying there's no chance. We got some fool saying, hey, bro, we don't even want to hear it because there's not a chance the Broncos win this game. That didn't work out too well. There was no working out, man. There's no working out, bro. Jeez, gosh. Wilson is not a good human outside of uniform. He got cooked 3 sticks and throw them away at a Broncos. Damn, that's cold-blooded. See? And I'm going to be real with you, man. I advocated for Russell Wilson because he was the quarterback. I went to he was done. Because he was the Broncos quarterback, I'm going to ride with whoever's the quarterback, right? But over the time frame of him being away from the Broncos, I kind of seen some traits I didn't like from that dude. I started seeing shit like, damn, fool, that's how that fool really is. You didn't even do nothing for us out here, bro. You didn't do shit for us, and you wanted an office and thought you were bigger than the program. So, yeah, man. I thought either Denver was going to go to have a slump. I thought either Denver was going to have a slump year or they were going to expectation. Man, yeah, I try to tell people like, bro, you see, this is what people don't understand, and they threw a blind eye to this shit. When you have Sean Payton, the mastermind of football, right? He mastermind shit, bro. And then he's telling you, I got the guy that I want. This is who I want. Like, he knows more than all of us as fans. He's built a championship. He's a championship coach, bro. He's won a championship. And he's telling you, this is what I need to be successful. And fans and people just thought that it was going to go the other way. They really thought that they knew more than Sean Payton. There was no way this was not going to succeed. There was no way the Sean Payton experience was not going to succeed. The experiment, there was no way. People really thought this shit was going to backfire, bro. Do you understand how smart Sean Payton is, bro? Do you understand this shit? Sean Payton did this with the aspect of owing Russell Wilson money, bro. Do you understand how hard that is to do? They did this in an aspect of the contract of Russell Wilson. He built this shit with money problems, really. We're out of purgatory, bro, with this shit. And he did this shit with the whole Russell Wilson shit. That's fucking amazing, bro. The disarray that this Broncos team was 2 years ago, bro, and we just literally Sean Payton had other decisions and he had other plans for this shit. And people really thought this shit was that we were gonna take off. People really thought we were gonna have a year that we fell off. Where did you get your logic at? Where did you see this coming? with this defense, how did people even think that the Broncos were gonna fall off? Because of the sophomore slump? He has technically had a sophomore slump. Bo Nix has had a sophomore slump, and that's even worse because we have a quarterback that has a sophomore slump. I don't even see the sophomore slump. I just see a dude that's still learning but still has the tangibles to be a leader. I don't even see the sophomore slump because I don't look into the stats. I look at times when you have to be clutch, and Bo Nix has been very clutch in times. Bo Nix has been very clutch, one of the most clutchest quarterback in this era since his draft. Like, he's been hella clutch. But if he's having a sophomore slump, bro, I'd rather have a sophomore slump in this aspect with a winning record and running the whole AFC. If this is a sophomore slump, man, imagine how the future's going to be. And there's nothing people really can do about that shit. All Denver teams won. Hell yeah, man, because it's Bach State business, Rada. It's the great Bach State business. What up, Big Josh? What's good with you, man? Yeah, I don't got the camera on because I literally took my shit out of my braids. I got an afro right now, homies. Yay, what he said. I know all the Denver teams are going to win. Let's go, man. Imagine this year that multiple Denver teams and Colorado teams win. Yeah, culture done. Danny Dimes is done data, my homies. He got hurt today. But man, this is the beginning for even me. Because like I said, homie, this is one of them things. I'm gonna tell you like this. I kept mental notes right in my brain of all the disrespect the Broncos have gotten over the years. I'm talking about, like, I felt like as a Bronco fan, bro, I felt like people went out their way to just disrespect the Broncos franchise, this great franchise. People went out their way to just make us like this big ass clown. Like, we were just all clowns. If you were a Bronco fan, bro, you just might as well just put on a red nose and dance like a circus clown. If you were a Bronco fan, you were getting the most disrespect, and people just like literally just spit in your face, and people were just like they were so happy the Broncos were down, bro, that they did the shit regularly. Like, every media site that talked about the Broncos was disrespect. There was fans out here that was talking about the Broncos so disrespectful, bro. I kept notes in my brain, homie, because I said one day this is gonna change. One day this shit's gonna change, and when it changes, Savage literally is not gonna shut the fuck up. And I'm really irritating when it comes to this type shit. I'm literally gonna just fucking be annoying as fuck, and I'm gonna remind you who is on top again, bro. Because this is the thing, is this is what really sets me off. You gonna talk about Broncos country, 3-time Super Bowl champ, 15-time division champ, 8-time conference champs, back-to-back Super Bowl champs, the great Pat Bowlen, and you gonna fucking really act like we're fucking a piece of shit franchise in the bottom of the barrel, bro? You disrespecting one of the great franchises out there, homie. And I don't take kind to that shit, because I literally am Broncos maniac, bro. I'm a South Stander. And I'm gonna fucking, when this shit flips, bro, you ain't not gonna be able to get away from Savage with this type shit. Cause y'all disrespected too much. And then for a minute, I couldn't really say nothing but just be proud of being a Bronco fan. You understand that? I couldn't say really too much because the Broncos were not backing me up. But just the fact that they try to really, really kick the OG franchise down, the real almighty Broncos country, the great Broncos country. You got fans like Charger fans with no resume or nothing in their trophy case trying to act like they're superior to almighty Broncos country. Like, bro, you ain't this shit in your life. And Charger fans, bro, you gonna act like because you got Justin Herbert and he obviously can't win in big games. So what the hell I respect your ass for? And like I said, to the Raider fans out there, bro, like I have a lot of history of going back and forth with these dudes, right? But my whole life, homie, and no disrespect to these dudes, but this is just the reality. I've been on this earth since 1980, fool. I've never seen a Raider Super Bowl. Raiders have never done anything to make me mad and hold a trophy in my face because of a Super Bowl championship. All I've seen as a Bronco fan, bro, is seen these fools fail and be the bottom of the barrel my whole life. And they talk the most shit. And all the Raider fans out there, bro, have watched my team, especially if you're old enough, hold up multiple championships in your face. To a point, you had a 3-0 lead on Broncos country in the 80s, meaning you had 3 Super Bowl rings. Broncos country had none. And you've been so trash your whole fucking existence, bro. We caught up to your ass. You got Chiefs that surpassed you, and that's how bad you fools has been. So when I hear this shit every year, it's overhyped, and they're giving these fools more credit, and they're like, hey, bro, these fools got the overhype because they got, like, Pete Carroll. Are you really telling me Pete Carroll's going to come in and dethrone Sean Payton? Get the fuck out of here, bro. How you guys always have hope. We were the laughing stock of the NFL. We were elsewhere. Like it was like you couldn't go nowhere, bro. You couldn't go nowhere without seeing some disrespect on the Broncos. And when we had Russell Wilson, bro, that was the most disrespectful era that we had because they literally put a Russell Wilson under the microscope. Oh, homie, there was so much disrespect in that era right there. The good thing is when you hit rock bottom, nowhere left but up. You can't go nowhere else when you hit rock bottom. You can't go nowhere else when you hit rock bottom. That's terrible, homie. That's wild right there. You mean to tell me they just put that regime in, bro, and they're already rebuilding again? They're already rebuilding again? That's laughable, bro. I literally be over here thinking about, bro, man, imagine really trying to be a Raider fan, bro, because you imagine really trying to be a Raider fan because you really out here thinking that it has a meaning to the dark side. Or I like the colors, fool. Imagine really choosing up the Raiders because you had liked the colors. And yo ass been, bro, them colors ain't doing shit for you, my Radas. Them colors ain't getting you no rings. Like you still in purgatory because of them colors. And the messed up part about it is, bro, you already so deep in a bed, you feel like you're obligated to be loyal to that bullshit. You feel like you're obligated because you've been doing it so long. You're like, I can't jump now. So now you stuck in a big old emotional roller coaster because the team that you hate the most and the team that you really fools hate is Broncos country's back on top. What up, Big Jordan? How you doing today, fam? That's a slap in his face, bro. That's a slap in the face. And if you're a Denver-born Raider fan, that's a double slap in the face because you probably started liking the Raiders because your family liked the Broncos. So you were spitefully a Raider fan. You're like, I'm going to be spiteful for my family. I'm going to be a spiteful person and just be a Raider fan to piss off everybody. See? Why? Why did you do that to yourself, man? Why do you have to put yourself through hardships? You could have just been a good little dude and you could have been chilling and you could have been with all of us, man. You could have been knowing that there's a chance that you're about to get another Super Bowl ring. And there's going to be 1 million Bronco fans downtown at the Million Man March, Orange Wave at that Capitol. And you could have been part of all the festivities. You could have been part of all the playoff rallies and prep rallies. And you could have been part of that big old parade. And you could have been a part of the city going crazy downtown with all Bronco fans up and down them streets. You could have been a part of that shit. But your ass have to sit on the sideline and talk about, I don't know when this shit is ever gonna change. I don't know when this shit is ever gonna change. Bro, I'm dead. I know a lot of Raider fans that went. They aren't tanking, bro. They're tanking again, man. They got Ashton Jency, fool. And they needed a quarterback, bro, and they went for a running back. And you could see this fool's face. He's demoralized on that sideline, bro. Like, where did I come to? I came to the Raiders? What the hell did I just do? I came to the Raiders, man. Why did I come to this franchise? If I was him, I would have looked at the scenario, bro. And I would have been like, nah. I would have been like, I'm not playing for the Raiders. If I was ever drafted as a football player, I would have looked at just the history, bro, of how many times they thought they had generational talent and that shit got tricked off because it's the culture. I would have been pissed. I would have howled out of rookie mini camp and all that shit. Like, trade me. Trade me. I don't want to play here. The Raiders are still tanking. Yeah, man. I mean, they have to. What else could they do, Big Jordan? What else could they do? They can't. You think they're gonna go on in the future with this same regime? Nah, hell nah. Oh man, it's been great though, bro. It's been a good aspect of football, man. So yeah. Hey, congratulations, man. Go Broncos. Hey, shout out to everybody that was at that game, bro. I seen that orange wave at the stadium today, man. I couldn't even believe it. I thought actually it was a home game for Broncos, bro. I really did. I thought it was a home game for the Broncos, bro. The way that the Bronco fans just overtook that stadium, bro, the whole stadium was basically orange, bro. Like 91% of them seats were orange, bro. They really just overtook that and made that Mile High Vegas. And I thought to myself when I seen that shit, I said, man, that would never happen in Denver, bro. That's never gonna happen. Because I know a lot of them Raider fans, they always talk about how many Raider fans be coming out here for the games. And there's a lot of Raider fans that come out here. You know what I'm saying? I'll admit that. But the way I see it, man, the shit I seen today, homie, I said, is there any Raider fans at that game? Is there any Raider fans that went to that game to support the Raiders? It didn't look like there was one Raider fan at that game. It was all orange. That right there has to be bad for business, bro. I want to go to the Bronco game in Vegas. Man, that shit looks amazing. Yeah, man. Go to the second home, my homie Funds. That's our house. Bo Nix owns the team. The Bronco fans own the stadium. We just kind of own that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just basically our crib. That's a vacation spot you're going to be comfortable in. You're going to spend a little bit of money on the strip. You're going to go over there. We take ownership to that shit. Bo Nix is going to deliver. So, in the Bo Nix era, you definitely got to get out there. Because I'm gonna go, but I know them tickets are pretty expensive. You know what I'm saying? I know them tickets be hella expensive. But yeah, bro, we got the sweet, man. Just do this to anybody that knows Raider fans, bro. Just send them a picture of broomsticks. Just send them a picture of a broomstick. They'll know what that means. They'll know what that means, bro, because Bo Nix is out here sweeping shit. The next one we have to sweep, the Kansas City Chiefs on Christmas Day. The Grinch is coming. We coming to take, hey, Jordan. Hey, my brother, my partner. We coming to sweep the Chiefs this year, Rada. We coming to take that present. Man, that's going to be a beautiful Christmas present, too, for national television. And then by then, the Chiefs might be all the way out. You know what I'm saying? So they might not even be playing. They might be playing to play spoiler. That's what the Chiefs might be playing in that game, to play spoiler. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. This is the new era of football, sweeping the division opponents. New era of football is really fighting for number one seeds. The new era of Broncos football, winning the division titles, Super Bowls coming next, AFC championships, playoff wins. That's what it is, man. Y'all have a beautiful rest of your night. God bless you. Go Broncos. And to the next one, man. Let's go.